Just coming up now to Barapolica. Liam Robbo 11 rounding that corner, the infamous parabolic corner, very fast through there on the exit as we are coming up now to start just six laps, the final 6 laps of this race. It's been a good race so far, great battles all round, but Liam Robbo from pole position absolutely flying in that Mercedes, has had nothing really to trouble him, although Stocky 2790 in the Toro Rosso, the leader Toro Rosso I should say, is in second place and he's not far off the Mercedes, and we could be in for a battle towards the end, although a battle to really go for, to really watch out, is actually between the two Ferraris. They started 8th and 16th. Oh, well, I was going to say a battle to watch out for. Owen has actually pitted. I was not expecting that, but he has pitted. I thought we were going to be in for a battle towards the end there between the two Ferraris, but anyway, it's been a great performance from them. Ferraris have started 8th and 16th. Bothidwella being the one starting lower, and he's up to 4th, and he has pitted. And these super softs are going to last to the end of the race. So I'm sure the Tifosi are going to be very happy with this performance, assuming he does cross the line to finish in 4th place or maybe higher. Who knows what's going to happen in front of him? Excuse me. Because this race really has been full of surprises. We started with 17 cars. The championship leader, Silent Assassin, in the McLaren, who won last time out in Hungary, is out. He retired on the first lap after losing it on the exit of Ascari. What a fantastic, what a fantastic race it's been since then. Well, it's not fantastic to see the championship leader go off, but it certainly makes it a little more interesting. Can Stocky 2790 reel him in this championship? This race could be a big turning point as we are in round 8 of the season here in Italy. Tempfear doing a fine job for the Renault team, the Constructors' Championship leaders. Just what they needed. It wasn't the greatest performance last time out in Hungary, although Hammer Time did manage to get a podium actually after starting 13th. And Hammer Time is right behind Harry and Owen in the Sauber, so that's also a battle to watch out for in these final laps of this race. It really has been interesting. We just don't know where it's all at. If other drivers are just going to make some unnecessary pit stops in these final 5 laps now. We didn't expect there to be so many, but there has. And really, as Tempfear is all on his own in 3rd place. He's 17 seconds behind Stocky in second, but behind him is Bothidwella in the Ferrari. Nearly 20 seconds off him actually. And well, there really has been plenty to get you on your feet in this race. Plenty to get the crowd on their feet actually. They really can't control the adrenalines as they have got one car in 4th place and another in 8th place. Bothidwella now in the leading Ferrari. He's just going now, coming up to Ascari corner, named after the one of the finest F1 drivers Italy has produced, Alberto Ascari, 2-time world champion in the 1950s within the one-man-world Fangio era. If I had a time machine, I'd love to go back there and see what it was all about, but I'm sure in 20 years time, or even further than that, 50, 60 years, some fans will want to go back to this era in 2017. Sorry, well, 2017 is game, 2018 our year, as Bothidwella is up to 3rd now, so podium now for Ferrari, as Tempfear has made a final pit stop in the Renault. But is Tempfear going to cause fear for Bothidwella? He's on fresh super softs in that Renault, and with 4 laps to go, can he hunt him down? We'd have to keep an eye on the timings, because I reckon he could, as Owen Wyatt, the young Irishman in the other Ferrari, currently 8th place, has just set the fastest lap of this race. So well done there, Owen. As the crowd saw it on the live TV screens, give a good old roar for their hero here at Monza, the Temple of Speed as it's sometimes known. Very little has changed at this track since its opening in the early 1930s, I believe it was here. They used to just race on ovals at this track, but now this circuit has only got I think it's 11 corners. But anyway, yeah, a few chicanes and a few trees chopped down, so the crowd could fit in, have some seats to watch this. But leading the race right now is Liam Robbo in the Mercedes-AMG Petronas. Toto Wolff very pleased with that so far, as I'm sure are Niki Lauda, Norbert Haug, Dr. Zita Zech, all the crew there at Mercedes-Benz Motorsport, and Pascal Wehrlein, Lewis Hamilton, Valtteri Bottas, Nico Rosberg, George Russell, all their drivers in the professional sport. They'll be pleased for their esports drivers too. But yeah, Liam Robbo has pulled out a 3-second gap to Stocky. Liam Robbo has just been absolutely dominant here. Pole position lap in qualifying, did really well there, and has only lost his lead for about, I don't know, 2 or 3 laps I think, maybe even 1 or 2, who knows. Botley Dweller 35 seconds off second place, so third is the best he can do. Although we've got to see where the penalties takes. We've had quite a lot of penalties in this race as well at Monza here in UPL. There's also a lot of penalties, which is quite a shame, because we do like to keep this league as realistic as possible to the real world of Formula 1. Although you don't see this many penalties in the real world of Formula 1, do you? It's just the game being silly. But 10th Fear in the Renault is closing in and hunting down Botley Dweller. He really is reeling him in at quite a pace, as we are actually on the penultimate lap now of this race. Well, which Liam Robbo's on the penultimate lap, but Botley Dweller and 10th Fear are not. They're currently on lap 25. They'll be coming around soon to start lap 26, no 27. Well, it is great. We do 50% distances here in UPL, as some of you may know already. And yet there's a few unsettled battles, as Owen Wyatt has now caught up to the back of the McLaren of Ols 56. The McLaren not doing well for their Constructors' Championship at all, with one driver out. Another is in 7th, but could go down to 8th as 10th Fear in the Renault has set a fastest lap, 1 minute 22.2, as Owen Wyatt there has gone round the outside of the McLaren Honda of Ols 56, and I think Ols will be going into the pits. Is he? No, he's not. He just appeared to let Owen past. As Owen there, it's going on the dirty bit of the track, we see, for some reason, unless... Well, it appears Ols was just going back to have the DRS. He's going to make a move here into turn 1. I don't think he is. No, he's not, as he locks up and goes slightly wide. Owen, in the Ferrari on the fresher and the faster tyre, stays in front, as 10th Fear further up is hunting down the other Ferraris. We're going now through the Lesmos. Left-hander, sorry, not left-handers, right-hander 1, then right-hander 2. It's one of 2 of my favourite corners in Formula 1 there, the Lesmos here at Monza. But yeah, 10th Fear. Is he going to get within DR range on the last lap on this back straight here, as we see, as we come up now to Ascari, both drivers hoping to keep it clean as the whistle through there, as they do, as Liam Robbo is now on the final lap of this race at Kerber Grande now, as he's ahead of the not the Toro, I said the Sauber of Formula 1 Luke there. I believe, yeah, it will be Formula 1 Luke, who's now a lap down. One of 3 cars that's a lap down. Liam Robbo, of course, will be just taking it slowly. 10th Fear now is within DRS range actually here on the pit straight, but he's a little bit too far back, I'd say, to actually make much of a difference. As we look on board with him now, Botley Dweller thinking about going defensive, but maybe not necessary. Going to the braking zones, yep, 10th Fear is too far back to make a move, and 10th Fear does lock up both front tyres there, but we're on the last lap, so I think the main priority now is getting home, as Hammer Time and Harry and Owen, their battle's not finished either. That's another battle we're yet to sort out. So there's 2 battles here in this race that are yet to be sorted out. But as we look now at Liam Robbo 1-1 in a Mercedes-Benz, Mercedes-AMG Petronas F1 car, rounding the final corner now here at Parabolica, coming around now, foot down, fantastic performance by the Mercedes. He now wins at Monza in round 8 of UPL. Fantastic drive there from Mercedes, and Stocky 270 is second, but much further down the road now we've got Botley Dweller versus 10th Fear for the final podium position. Hopefully it's not decided by penalties. We want the move to be done properly on the track, but no, it doesn't appear it will. As what's happened to 10th Fear? Has he ran out of fuel? No, he has not, but he's going very slow. Botley Dweller looks to take 3rd place then, and after starting 16th, he's a candidate for driver of the day, no doubt whatsoever. Well done, Botley Dweller. You are 3rd overall in this race, hopefully, as we just see 10th Fear crosses line. Nope, 10th Fear has took the podium off Botley Dweller, and it's a real shame for the Ferrari fans here, as Harry in 2003 comes home 5th, just ahead of Hammer Time. 7th place now. Is it going to be Owen Wyatt or Ols? Oh, it appears Ols actually got ahead of him once again, and we missed that. Our directors didn't quite get that, but yeah, Ols 56 is ahead of Owen Wyatt in 7th place. Owen Wyatt is 8th, so Ferraris have to start in 8th and 16th. Owen started 8th, finished 8th, but Botley Dweller from 16th to 4th. Fantastic finish there. Now, as the final lead lap car now to cross the line is Jacko Normandy in the Williams Martini racing car. He crosses the line in 9th place. What a race it's been here at Monza. As we'll be giving you a rundown again shortly. As all the penalties now have been taken in, and we get given the final results from our race directors. But on the podium there, as you see, Liam Robbo, very proud of his win there for the Mercedes team. The Mercedes crew there at the bottom, very pleased with that, as Monza's one of the best podiums to stand on because you've got the whole crowd looking at you from down below. Very pleased as now the champagne flows on the podium above the pit straight here at Monza. Well done, drivers. Good driving from all of you. It is a three-way British podium, I think it is there. We'll soon see. Yep, it's an all-British podium at Monza. Who'd have thought that? But anyway, the top six, actually, well, most drivers are in this league are British anyway, but first place Liam Robbo, second place Stocky2790, third place Temp Fear, Bothley Dweller, unlucky there because of the penalties in fourth. Actually, Temp Fear, one of very few drivers to not get a penalty in this race, so he should actually get driver of the day just for that, even though he did lose a place. Harry and O fifth, Exe's Hammer Time failed to pass the Sour Reason sixth, Oz 56 is seventh, Owen White is eighth in the other Ferrari, Jacko Norman is ninth, Dean Tiley's 10th, Formula 1 Luke is 11th, Tardis is 12th, and others, the rest of them, DNF'd, including Silent Assassin, the championship leader. But it's been a fantastic weekend here at Monza. We thank you very much for joining. We'll see you next Saturday for round 9 of the UPL PS4 F1 League when UPL returns. Thanks for watching.